Robert Thomas was the first known missionary. He came from China, where he'd been working with Hudson Taylor in the China Inland Mission. That was 1866. The first known convert to be baptized, I think, was 1886. The New Testament was 1900. The Old Testament was 1911. It's a very young church, and it's a church which really all its life has experienced persecution, because the Japanese came, didn't they, into Korea?
Well, that's right, yeah. The Koreans were always between a rock and a hard place with China and Japan. I mean, in 1910, the Japanese came and basically took over Korea, which was a very difficult time. Imagine a people group coming into your land and taking it over. But by then, the revival had begun, and there were reports that Japanese soldiers themselves were converted in the revival.
We talked about how the first missionary was a Welshman. The missionaries who came to Korea primarily came around the late 1800s and early 1900s. They were from America, Canada and Britain, weren't they?
That is correct, yes. Many of these missionaries themselves have been really touched by God. Some of them had actually been touched in revivals in their own lands. Just think about the 1857 revival. Some of them had been involved in that, or their parents they'd been touched, and so it was passed on to them about revival, and they wanted to go into all the world and to preach the gospel.